When I was asked to be involved in Lord of the Rings, I first got a telephone call from my agent who said, Andy, they're doing this film of Lord of the Rings down in New Zealand. It's going to be 2 weeks' work, and they then said, well, it's the character Gollum, and I thought, oh, I remembered Gollum because I'd read Gollum in The Hobbit when I was at school, and I said, okay, well, what is it? What exactly? What do I have to do? Well, it's going to be a little bit of, you're doing a voiceover for a digital character. And I said, well, okay, well, anyway. I then went home and I started I dug out my old copy of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings and started to have a look, and of course I fell in love with the character again. Now, I knew I was going to be auditioning for the role, and the only way that I could start to approach it, I'm not a voice actor, I come from a traditional theatre background, I'd been working in film and television, since, and suddenly I had to find a way into this character. So for me, it all came from the physicality, from a psychological kind of trying to underpin him psychologically before I could really get to where I needed to be for the audition. And I sort of made some quick assumptions, and one of the assumptions that I made was that Gollum, and it comes from the Tolkien, Gollum is called Gollum because of the way he sounds. That's what Tolkien writes. So something about his voice had to be generated from, or had to be generated involuntarily, and I wanted to find something that made that sound happen. And this is the gospel truth. Whilst I was thinking and preparing and working on the character, my cat, Diz, one of my 3 cats, came into my kitchen and started coughing up a fur ball. And if you've ever seen a cat cough up a fur ball, it's really not a pretty sight. But anyway, they basically, their entire body ripples from head to toe, and this sound, this movement kind of goes from here all the way to the bottom of their back. And I was thinking, well, this is really interesting as I'm watching it. And then he started to literally go like that. And I thought, well, that might be very interesting if that then suddenly became Gollum. So that's kind of how the voice started to come out.